If McCann's can't do it, no one can. McCann's Mobile Home.
You guys ready? Okay, thanks everybody for coming here today. Appreciate you doing this for us. This is obviously a sad occasion. As you all know, on February 2nd of this year, Baton Rouge lost a innocent life to violent crime. On Cadillac Street, Miss Dolores Jackson was just there living, doing what she does best, going home, taking care of her child. In fact, it was with her 3-year-old son. That's her only son. And when gunfire erupted, and she was just an innocent victim in shooting that had occurred, and it took her life. And it was just a very unfortunate incident. You've heard us talk many times with the mayor and the chief and the sheriff. Murder is no accident. Murder is never random. Somebody was intending to shoot someone else, but unfortunately in this case, someone else either didn't get shot, but surely an innocent third-party person in a lovely life of Dolores Jackson was lost to this violence. And meeting with her sister, Gloria, who's here, and Gloria's husband and the family, Ken, learning just about the life of Dolores and the 3-year-old son that they left behind and the issues that they will now have to deal with, it just fed on all of us that this is really tragic for this family. These are not people that are wealthy. They surely didn't plan on a young life being taken at this early age. And now a sister, a younger sister, now has another child to raise, which she's happy to do, but now has a sister that she has to bury. And as everyone knows here, burial is not cheap. So we were asking the people of Baton Rouge and really the state of Louisiana that this is one of us, is one of our people who lost their lives to crime. And everyone up here and all the others you don't see, they're working extremely hard. And we really want to help this family, show this family that Baton Rouge cares. We do not want innocent people being victimized. And we would like to step up and help them raise the money to have a proper burial, a proper church service for this lady. And we're asking you to donate to an account that we've set up at B1 Bank. And we have the representatives of B1 Bank here who just stepped up and just appreciate what you have done at this bank, phenomenal bank, and the people that just work there. And so what we'd like to do is have Heather Romer talk a little bit about how you can donate. I can tell you that today personally, being moved by this family, I will make a personal donation to this fund. This money will go directly to pay burial expenses for a plot for church services, and any money that we may have that's left over will go to helping this young lady raise this 3-year-old child. So Heather, if you can describe how we would raise this money.
Yes, sir, and thank you. Hillar for including B1 Bank. We appreciate it. When we got the call on Thursday to participate in this way, we immediately answered that call and said, yes, whatever we can do to help. So we've established an account at B1 Bank. B1 Bank has over 40 locations across the state of Louisiana, and specifically we have 8 in the greater Baton Rouge area or in the capital region. So you can go to any B1 Bank location and make a donation. You can also go to b1bank.com in order to find out where our locations are, and you can call our 800 number. It is 877-614-7600, and I'm going to repeat that. It's 877-614-7600, or you can reach out to the DA's office as well. Our condolences go out to Ms. Jackson's family. We are so sorry you're in this situation, and as a mother of a 3-year-old, I cannot imagine leaving my child behind. So hope that they are greatly supported and that we are able to raise the funds needed for her burial expenses. And B1 Bank has also committed to making a donation to the fund as well, or to the account as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather, and B1 Bank. And so now if we could have Gloria Jackson.
My sister was a fun, loving person that brought joy to everyone she touched. This tragedy is huge for our family, but most of all for her 3-year-old son that she has left behind. Our family is asking for your prayers and support as this senseless act of violence has taken yet another one of God's angels. We are also asking that anyone with information related to the loss of my beloved sister, please contact the police. Thank you.
Call on Mayor Broome.
Thank you, Hillar, and to Gloria. Your heartfelt sentiments were certainly heard by everyone who is viewing this today. You know, Dolores Jackson was a friend, she was a sister, she was a neighbor, a daughter, and she was a mother. And so certainly our thoughts and our prayers go out to this family. But today we are here to elevate our support for this family by helping them in the grieving process and supporting a proper service and burial for Dolores. You know, it's been said before that we have to put the public back in public safety. You heard Gloria said and request and ask, if you know anything about this situation, please contact the police. I believe that all of us in Baton Rouge and East Baton Rouge Parish are in agreement that the cycle of violence must cease in our community. And so I believe together that we owe it to one another to put our best efforts forward in the fight against violence, and we owe it to one another to support our fellow residents and find peaceful solutions in conflict. I know that together we can provide to the victims of violence and prevent further devastation in our community. Dolores was an innocent bystander. A young child, as you've heard, has lost his mother. His cousins lost their aunt. Someone lost their sister. Her family lost a loved one. Countless people lost a coworker, neighbor, and friend. An innocent life was taken as a result of senseless violence. We must work together, and I encourage everyone to support this effort of donating to B1 Bank. My prayers are with you and your family. Thank you.
I was briefed on the status of this investigation today, but I want the public to know and the family to know that our detectives are working. But we still need your help. You heard the plea from a grieving family, and I'm asking you, there's somebody out there who knows something. 344-STOP. Please call Crime Stoppers. 344-STOP. We need your help. We need to get the person and persons who are responsible for this senseless act to be held accountable. And we're asking for your help. And I'm also asking you to join me, the mayor, and the DA in making a donation to help this family out. God bless you, okay? We're going to continue lifting you and your family up in prayer.
As the councilman for District 5, I had the unpleasant experience of being on the scene while the crime was being run by detectives. And I had to grab my daughter and I had to say, hold on, baby, stop, because the body was still laying on the ground. And in that moment, I put myself in that family's shoes and said, what if it was me and what if my daughter was left behind? And at that moment, the outpour, the cry for senseless violence to stop in our community, it resonated even more than it already has. And so if you know something about this crime, if you can feel the passion and compassion that we have for District 5, 70805, North Baton Rouge, 70811, 12, all the areas that are being plagued by the loss of this loved one, but most of all by the family. Happened to be on site and the family was there. And the devastation that was on their face, I wish to no one's family. So I'm joining in and making a donation. And I'm asking that people in that community do the same, as well as people in surrounding areas. And again, if you see something, say something, but the most that you can do is pray for this family because they will definitely need it. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone, for being here today and all your comments. Again, we'd love to see $1, $5, $10, 100, thousands, any amount of money, ever small, is a big amount for this family. But we'd like for this to be a community-led event with the community feeling this and donating to this cause. And at this time, we'll take any questions that we're able to answer for you. Yes, ma'am.
There was an altercation, a fight between groups of individuals, and then the perpetrators pulled out a gun and hit an innocent bystander who was not involved in that altercation. It's still under investigation right now. That's why we're asking the public for help. I can tell you that our detectives have followed up on some leads. We're getting some cooperation, but we need more. We need the names of those suspects, the person who pulled the triggers. That's what we're looking for, and that's what we're trying to build our case on. And we need the public's help in identifying those individuals. So is it correct to say that there are no suspects at this time? It's under investigation.
Yes.
Either you or the mayor, I guess, can speak to this. I've been in Baton Rouge 25, 26 years now. I don't think I ever remember the city or the DA's office getting involved in a fund like this, or coming out to the public and doing something like this. What was it about this crime in this instance that caused so many people to decide to get involved?
It's a really good question. I think that, historically, I've been in the position 14 years. I know the mayor has been in various government positions many years, longer than I have. But I think on occasion we have done this, maybe not at this level, and we generally try to make sure that we're handling the cases of someone that is completely innocent, has nothing to do with any kind of argument one way or the other. So that's first. But then second, when you see the total of humanity that that is left behind with the 3-year-old. This is something that just hits you in the gut. And you asked the question about the investigation and with the chief. I can tell you just from that day on, and this happens on these cases when there's a third-party, completely innocent person that's killed, you see this reaction in detectives, in assistant DAs, in all of us, that you never see in any other case, because it's like, this is just not right. And, you know, I can tell you last night at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, there were texts, there were emails about this case. You know, without going into details, these people were working their tails off, but we need more help. So I think that when you, not only just the innocence of the victim, but then when you see the 3-year-old and the family, and then put yourself in that position, as the councilman indicated, how do you pay for something like this, even if it's one of our children, you know, coming up with that amount of money that quickly, unexpectedly, for a life that young? It's just hard to imagine. So it's just the humanity of it, I believe. Anyone else? Look, as I indicated, murder is never random, or if it is, it's extremely randomly random. If you're a citizen in Baton Rouge and you're not involved in group or gang activity, you're not involved in drug dealing activity, and you're not, unfortunately, in one of those rare domestic violence types of situations, you are safe. But if you in this organization, this type of activity, and unfortunately that one domestic violence type of relationship, then you are at risk. And as a gang member or a drug member in Baton Rouge and any other big city like us, you're 900 times more likely to kill or be killed than anyone else. Don't put yourself in that position. And regular law-abiding citizens of Baton Rouge are safe because they have not put themselves in that position. But there's always this one situation which just happens to be there. And so people have to know that you are safe in Baton Rouge, that we want to make every place and every person in Baton Rouge safe, but everyone has to take care of themselves and their family. We need parents being parents and parents not being friends. Some parent knows about what happened here, knows their child or children have been involved, knows where the guns are involved. We need that level of cooperation.
Yes, I just wanted to add, first of all, I wholeheartedly agree with everything that the DA said. I want to add this, that the last thing we should do as a community is operate in a spirit of fear. When we do that, we give our power away to the bad guys. And as we've heard time and time again, it's a small percentage of people who are committing these crimes. And so what do we have to do as a community? We have to unite around one another, around a shared goal of public safety. We have to put the folks on notice who are doing things like shooting innocent victims, that's not going to be tolerated. That's why we need community support in moving forward. But it's only a small amount of individuals who are committing these heinous acts. And we have to stay united as a community and not give our power away to those who are doing bad behavior.
Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. Gloria?
Yes, if she
Gloria?
I was going to ask the question, what do you have to do to the men, the young men, who took your sister's life? If you could give them a message right now, what would you tell them, if you're comfortable answering that question?
Can we do that later? Thank you all. Appreciate it.